Hi, this is Amkira from the G Network, and in this tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to create a tournament on G Sports. The first thing I do is to log in, okay? So once I'm logged in, I click on that tournaments widget here. I then click on the Create button on the top, at the top of the page, and I'm taken straight to the tournament creation form. So there is a number of fields here which are either for premium users or for admins only. So here's an example, saving the entire tournament creation form as a template is an admin and premium user feature. It allows you, if ticked, to save the entire form for the next time you need to create a tournament that is similar to this one. So what would happen is you would just select your template here, and it will automatically complete all the fields you have down there. Okay, so most likely all you have to do is to change the date and the time of the tournament. Okay, next section is the tournament basic settings. So that's where you can tick here. So that's ticked by default. It just means that your tournament is going to be listed on the tournaments list page. Featured is an admin option, meaning that the tournament is going to be highlighted on the tournaments page. So it will appear at the top with a kind of a light red background. The tournament type can be official or custom. Official is for admins only, custom is for all users. The classification is an admin option again, and it can go between, not rated to 6 stars. 6 stars being, the most prestigious type of tournaments we have. Then you have some of the basic fields. So let me complete that. The tournament title, StarCraft 2 Test Cup, for instance. Password is if you want to password protect your tournament. So if you do that, you will have to provide the password to your friends or anyone you want to join that tournament. We're going to leave that blank for this demo. Show on subsite, again, that is an admin feature. It allows you to show that tournament on a specific subsite. Description, pretty straightforward. So, let me enter this is a description. You can enter anything you want here. You can, upload pictures. You can attach videos. If you click on that icon here on the top left corner of the text editor, you will access more options. Okay, so videos, images, links, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, banner. You can upload your banner here. So I suggest you check out another competition on GSports to see what the ideal dimension for the banner. It's 677 to 135. Again, if you leave that blank, you will have a default GSports banner on your tournament page. So don't worry about that option. Next is the game settings. So as you can see, PC StarCraft 2 here is selected by default because I had that selected here. The next thing I can do is to either select another game or if I want, restrict my tournament to a specific server. Okay, this one is going to be open, so I'm not selecting a server. Next option is for the map pool. So you can either set a map pool or not. So if you set one, you will have to select the maps you want. You can control click to select several maps or remove some. And if the map you want is not listed there, you can always add it by clicking on that add an official map button, and you can enter a title, and that's it, really. You could add another map, and so on and so forth. So you can add as many as you like. Okay, and you can remove them as well. Then we have the fixture. Seed uses the player or the team G-Sports rating. Okay. Then random bracket generated at start means that the ratings are ignored and we have a random bracket. Okay. Next option is new random opponent every round. That just means you won't be able to follow the brackets, the tree type of bracket and anticipate your next opponent based on the bracket, because the brackets are going to be reshuffled every round. Okay. Manual seed means you set your initial bracket and the tournament goes on like this. Okay, so that's a very popular and common feature. Most tournaments on G Sports use the seed approach, so based on the G Sports rating. Next section is the play settings. Here it's pretty straightforward. Maximum number of participants, so that is the maximum number of people you are allowing to sign up to this event. So let's say 128 in this case. Minimum number of participants means if there are less than this number of people who sign up and check in, if check-in is allowed, the tournament is automatically going to be canceled and all registered users or teams will receive an email informing them of the cancellation. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to the minimum here of 2. Check-in size, again, you could set a check-in size if you allow check-in below to a check-in size that is different to your maximum number of participants. Okay, that just means you will have potentially less players than the number of players who've registered for the tournament. In this case here, I've set it to 64. That means the bracket is going to be based on 64 players maximum. Okay, the team size again is minimum team size is pretty straightforward. If you want to do a 1 versus 1 tournament, leave it like this to 1. If it's a 5 versus 5, move it to 5, and so on and so forth. 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4. Okay. So that is the minimum size. Again, once again, you could have a tournament which, for instance, includes a combination of 5 versus 5 and 1 versus 1. In this instance, you would just set that to 5, and in the next step of the tournament, you will still have the option to create 1 versus 1 tournaments, games. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to 1 here. System, this is single elimination. You could have a double elimination. You could have a Swiss tie. Okay, so I'll leave that to single elimination. Start date for the registration / sign up, I set it to today, and the end date for registration, I set it to, let's say, today. The time now, GMT is 5:53. 54 now, so let's just set that, say, to 17, or let's say 18 actually. Okay, check-in time, let's set that to 10 minutes. That means the tournament itself is going to start at 10 past 18. Okay, and between 18 and 10 past 18, players who have registered will have to check in. If they don't check in, they won't be included in the brackets. Okay, countries here, I'm going to select all. You could limit that to a number of countries if you want. All in this case, and here it's an online tournament, so I'm just setting that. Minimum rating to participate. I don't want to enter 1 in this case. I don't want to enter a maximum rating. So again, we're talking about G Sports rating here. Rating contribution, I'm going to set that to yes. That's an admin option, by the way. That means that the matches played during that tournament are going to contribute to the players or team's rating. Shoutcast, if I have a Gsport user, I want to enter their video cast. Same thing if I want to enter the name of a Gsport user. Sponsor is pretty straightforward. I could, enter the name of a sponsor. I can upload the logo of the sponsor, and I can, oops, little bug here. Okay, and I can enter the sponsor URL as well. Okay, specific rules. Again, if I have specific rules to my tournament, I can put that here. Entry requirement, that's an admin feature. We'll leave that blank. If that's populated, it means the players or teams will have to have that number of G credits to join the tournament. Okay, those G credits can be bought on G Lounge. Privacy, so public in this case, meaning that anyone can sign up to this tournament. I could do my network, so only my friends can join this tournament. Premium members only G premium members can join. Private, if I want to select a number of clans who can join that tournament. So to select a clan, I would just have to say, let's say I start typing the name of the clan and up I enter it, and I could enter another name of clan, and here we go. Okay, so I can remove them as well, and I can enter as many as I want. Same for users. If I want to limit my tournament to specific users, I could do that here. So I select. Don't forget to include yourself if you want to participate. So user 1, 2, 3, I could include as many users as I want. Again, if you set that privacy, it means that only these people will be able to sign up to your tournament. RSC channel, you can provide one if you want. So that's just a text field. Cost, again, you can select a Gsport, a G user you want to be host for your tournament. A host can edit the tournament and report results of the matches. Referee can report the results of the matches. The referee can't edit the tournament. And tournament series, that is an admin option. And again, here you could select the tournament series, meaning that people, by playing to this tournament and winning some of the matches, will earn a number of points, which will contribute to their ranking on the tournament series. And you could add a number of awards here. Again, that is an admin feature, but basically you can select 1 to 1. If you want to add a prize, if you want to put a reward, and you can add another one like this all the way to the 5th place. Okay, or you could do from 1 to 5th, I want to give them a booyah and save that. Okay, yeah, I need to select an award here. Okay, so that's done. You're done with the first step. You can save your tournament as a draft, or you can move to the next step. If you save it as a draft, you will have to go back to that form, finish completing it, and then submit it. So I'm going to submit. Takes me to the rounds settings page. So it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty advanced kind of form. So round 1, if you want to set a date and time of for the round 1 to start, you can select that here. I would tend to ignore that if you're not running a tournament over a number of days. So here is where you set your rounds. So 1 match of 1 versus 1 with a winning condition best of 1, for instance. I'm not sure if I selected, the map pool here. If I selected a map pool, then I would have to use the name here. So I would enter the name of the map, and it would automatically appear. Let me see if I selected something. So it looks like I selected the map pool and can't remember which map, which is fine. I can leave that blank. Okay, so you have your, 1 versus 1, best of 1 here. If you had something different, so that's default, so that's easy, right? You got that everywhere. But if you had something different, let's say you had 2 versus 2, then you could easily copy that structure here. Okay, so let's say it's best of 3, for instance. I could copy that here and paste it along. Okay, so you see best of 3, 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 up, up, and for the final, I'm gonna set that to best of 5. Okay. Oh, I forgot one here. Best of 3. Okay. One thing I mentioned before is that you can do advanced type of tournament, so you could add another set. So it could be a case where your tournament is a combination of team matches and solo matches. So I could have, let's say, 1 versus 1, best of 1. I add another set, which will be, let's say 2 versus 2, best of 1, and so on and so forth. I could, add another set, which would be, let's say, a 5 versus 5, best of 1. Okay, I could do this kind of complex stuff if I want. I remove that. Okay, and I just save my tournament, and that's it. The tournament is submitted, and people can register. Okay, so you have your tournament page here with all the sub pages. There are default rules, support staff, so that's where you see the names of anyone who's admin or the person who's created the tournament. You will have the list of participants, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's it for creating a tournament on GSports. It was quite a lengthy tutorial, but as you can see, there's many options for you to tweak and customize your tournament as much as you'd like. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I shall see you soon on GSports. Thank you.